Okay.
I'll be doing chapter 18, problem 3. And the problem reads, 4 identical metallic objects carry the following charges: plus 1.6, plus 6.2, negative 4.8, and negative 9.4 microcoulombs. The objects are brought simultaneously into contact so that each touches the others. Then they are separated. A, what is the final charge on each object? And B, how many electrons or protons make up the final charge on each object? So first thing I did here was draw out each object, indicated by 01, 02, 03, 04, respectively. And next to them you see the respective charges for each of the objects. And then the problem says that they are brought together. So here you see all the objects brought together and touching each other. At which point you would know you had to add all of their charges together.
Why do we add them together?
You add them together just because once they're brought into contact, they ultimately their charges will combine, and once they're separated, they'll be evenly distributed. So once you combine them, you get the sum of that, which I found to be negative 6.4 microcoulombs. And then to find the charge on each individual object, once you separate them again, you simply divide by the number of objects, which was 4, and you get a charge on each object of negative 1.6 microcoulombs. And part B asks for how many electrons or protons make up the final charge on each object. With that, what I did was simply take the newfound charge on each object and divide it by the charge of an electron or a proton, which we know is 1.60 times 10 to the negative 19 coulombs. But first I had to make sure that my units matched up, so I converted the microcoulombs and simply made it 1.6 times 10 to the negative 6 coulombs over 1.60 times 10 to the negative 19. And I found that there are 1.0 times 10 to the 13 electrons or protons that make up each charge.